Tropic update as of 9:30 p.m. PST, August 17th. Hurricane Harley becomes major. It's 110 knots. And AC says it's got to get up to 130 in the next 12 hours. I agree. This thing is exploding, and we could have a recon them all. Confirm a borderline Cat 5. I mean, we'll have to see if I can warm some. But definitely, I think it's possible it becomes a very powerful storm. Um, it's moving 300 by 12 knots, which is west northwestward. Below bridge currently steering Hillary is soon forecast to shift east at mid to upper level cut off low. She brings in from the west and parked itself near central California coast. This pattern should result in Hillary starting to turn northwestward and northwestward over the next 24 to 36 hours. A more northward turn begins by this weekend with some gradual saturation. I think this thing has a pretty good chance of hitting California. Um, Whether the channel system makes it out of a tropical storm or not will depend on the exact track, but I give it 50-50 right now. EHC says potential landfall around at least just off the coast, very close at 55 knots and 96 hours. I mean, holy shit. I mean, as you can see, here's the NEC forecast. If it shifts a little bit to the west, this thing has a pretty damn good chance of becoming a tropical storm. And I think it's possible. Here's the models. Most of them actually take it inland into California. Um, Operational GFS is definitely further north. I mean, with Hillary. So there's no reason for this thing to make landfall on the Baja. I think Los Angeles has a chance to become hit by a tropical storm. I mean, Earth's intensity weakens to a low end hurricane in 60 hours and tropical storm from 60 to 96. Probably somewhere in here where it hits the California coastline. Well, that's what we have on here. Greg and Fernandez now gone. I mean, rimmed at lows. This down here we're gonna watch has a 30% chance to move northwestward. That's really all we have on that right now. I mean, it's far out in the future. Um, Now on to 98L, which has formed. And 98L has 5070, which is code red. I mean, it's the system I said last night has the highest chance of development. Here's 99. And as you can see, it has an LC convection. And a little bit more convection, we could see a depression in the next 24 to 36 hours. This system, let's look at the models. As forecast, we will west northwestward. Then potentially turn to a weakness. We'll have to see. Covering a weak tropical storm, but we don't expect much out of it. The other system we're watching is 99L, which has a 40-50, has a lower chance, but is to the west. And it actually looks pretty good in its own right, but the LC appears to be north of the convection right about in here. I think both systems could form, but I agree with the NHC. Let's go take a look at the GFS. Here's 98 out of 48. It really doesn't do much for 99. 72. Boom. Neither, nothing else really develops based on the GFS. CMC very weak with 99. Had our golf system trying to get going, which frankly it's energy from right here. We got another tropical wave coming off the coast that could develop, and the AHC's given that 10. I mean, let's see, AHC ain't giving it yet, but I'm gonna give it a 20% chance of formation. We got another tropical wave east southeast of the Lesser Antilles. About right in here. I mean, I'm gonna give this 10%. It could form, but models ain't huge on it. Yeah, pretty much 98 is the main thing in town right now. The golf center doesn't even really form. I mean, 99 is right about in here. CFS really doesn't even want to develop anything. I mean, there's probably 98. There's the system behind it. There's whatever pathetic attempt the golf system for as on the CMC. Here's the 30% system in the East Pacific. Here's the icon. Really, looking at this, I think 98 probably develops into Emily. There's our chance 99 or the system for it could develop into something, but we'll have to see. And we'll have to look down the road what the Cape Verdes have. I mean, look at the GEFS. Really, nothing really outside 98 really barks tonight. There's 96 hours. Got free systems that could form on the GFS. The 48. There's 98. There's whatever. There's 99 and what could be 90 or 91. I mean, depending on what the wave coming off the African coast does. Really, nothing competes with 98 at the moment. I'm gonna try to get formed. Could be 99. Moving into the Lesser Antilles on 72. System forming near the Cape Verde at 72. Yeah. Golf system doesn't have much of a chance. I mean, I'd almost drop that fucker. I almost dropped that fucker. I mean, well, the CMC kind of does show an isobar. Well, that's what we think right now. I don't see anything outside maybe 98 really having that much chance tonight. Oh yeah, that's a traffic update.